it is another field trip day. About to finish getting myself ready. I just threw my hair up because it kind of bothers me whenever I'm moving around a lot. So I put my hair back. Anyways, got to do my makeup. I actually need to iron my shirt because why do they put these in shirts? Okay. Anyways, I need to iron that. Our field trip is just over an hour away. We are going to Marjorie Rawlings Homestead. I'm so excited about this. And then we are going to go to the Yearling restaurant, y'all. Okay. I remember reading the Yearling in school, but it's Florida history. Drew wants to show his drawings. You did all those dinosaurs?
Yeah,
and you wrote the names? Look, good job.
And one more.
And you painted them?
Yeah.
Good job. Can I see the names again?
No, those are like what my favorite dinosaurs.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Tennessee Stegosaurus. I don't know what that one's going to say. Ceratosaurus. Do you remember the names? And you wrote November? Is that from your class? Yeah, good job, baby. So cute. Drew is in a paleontology class at co-op. So back, it's Florida history. So I am very excited. I've heard great things about this, but it's just over an hour away. So we're not meeting there till later. So we're going to leave here about 10. So it's not too bad. It's 9 now, so we got a little bit of time. So get ready. We're going to pack a lunch, even though we're going to the Yearling restaurant. I looked at the menu, and I don't think that there's anything that my kids will necessarily eat. But they do have fried green tomatoes, y'all, and fried pickles. So Nathan and I will be getting like a snack appetizer for ourselves. But I've just heard that the restaurant is really just cool aesthetic-wise. So we'll be seeing that. But like the menu was gator tail, frog legs, stuff like that. So I'll be getting fried green tomatoes. I love fried green tomatoes. Okay, we're gonna get ready. Yeah. All that to say, we are packing a lunch too. We're gonna take those Hawaiian roll sliders that we do whenever we are going, because the kids will eat those over frog legs. Got everything accomplished. We are getting out the door with time to spare. And I meant to mention, high is 82 today. 82. We're going to be outside. So shorts and a tank top today. As we are driving on our way to our field trip, I wanted to take a few minutes and talk to y'all about CYAN OASIS garden spinner. I want to say a huge thank you to CYAN OASIS for sending me this gorgeous garden spinner. I chose the Northern Cardinal wind spinner. This is absolutely beautiful and adds such a great element to any garden, any shape or size. So assembly for the garden spinner was very easy. You simply piece the poles together. There is an option so you can actually leave one of the poles out if you would like your garden spinner to be a little bit shorter. The maximum height is 83 inches. So in the matter of a few minutes, I had this all put together and just added a beautiful element to the garden, and also fun and a conversation piece. I've had several people that have come over asked me about it because it just has this nice pop of red that you can see off in a distance. Especially this time of year when things have died off during the winter, it just is adding a little bit of beauty. So adding the blades to the post was very easy. This is the cover for the piece that goes on too. But each has a nut and a bolt with a small wrench that you can tighten as well. So 2 pieces of the blades, one goes on the back and one goes on the front, and the blade's thickness is very durable. This is actually made of metal and it is rust proof. So this garden spinner's appearance is going to stay exactly how it is. It's going to hold those bright, vibrant colors that you see. To where a lot of yard decorations today, they just end up baking in the sun and they don't look very good after just simple one garden year. So I am looking forward to having this piece, for the longevity to last in the garden for a long time. So here is that black cover piece that covers over where it's all connected that I was telling y'all about. And after this is done, I simply slide the blade piece on top of the pole in the garden, and voila, this just such a fun, beautiful element to any garden.
One day, like a tidal wave, a hurricane, like a thunderstorm, the pouring rain.
One of my favorite things is whenever I am inside looking out onto my garden that doesn't have a whole lot of color going on right now, is I'm able to see the garden spinner. It is constantly turning and spinning, and it just adds such a wonderful element as I'm looking out on the garden. Thank you again, CYAN Oasis. I will have links in the description box below. Be sure to check them out.
This is Florida.
Oh, this is the real Florida.
Look at my shoes. This is the real Florida? I thought we lived in the real Florida.
We do, baby. And this is where it started, I guess. I'll read. She was a Pulitzer Prize winning author from 1928 to 1953.
I don't know what that means.
And that's a year.
I'm gonna stay with today. I thought this was chill. Lemons!
Yeah?
And I can take some.
I don't think so. We need to leave them there. Look, there's some on this side too.
Well, that's a lot. You had a lemon.
It's some sort of citrus. I don't know exactly. It's probably grapefruit. Yeah.
It's all over there because there's a house. Haven't we been here before?
Mm-mm.
I feel like we have.
It's similar to Dudley Farms, is what you're thinking of.
Yeah. Is this my first time?
Yep, this is everybody's first time. We haven't been here before.
I want to go back to that place.
I know. I love going there.
And I remember we got a towel wet and used that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pictures that we can take.
As many as I want. Look at this house. There's a bed on the porch.
Where?
Right here.
I don't see it.
Oh, come over here.
I like that. The chicken comes up.
There's the wagon.
Mom, I have a question.
Yeah.
I looked in every single boxes for chickens. What happened to their chickens?
You have to ask the people here.
They probably.
Old chicken coops. They probably just don't have them here because nobody lives here to take care of them.
Mom. You need to build.
Yep. Nathan, come take some measurements to build me a buggy.
Need 19th century tools to do that.
Even better.
That is so
I can arrange that.
But
Isn't that
Mom,
so
how do
cool?
you get in it?
Well, you climb.
Bricks and the little bones.
I love the garden.
Ducks look like wild ducks. The ducks have a little
washing dishes and things like that. So we get, in order to do what we did today, we basically had to start cooking about 9 o'clock this morning. Put everything together, and then Judy put in her pie and then what Judy has to do is when she's baking a pie, if a pie say takes 20 minutes to cook, she cooks it for 10 minutes.
Roll it.
Yes.
Hey, Cammy, what you got? What do you have? Yeah?
But I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it around.
Yeah.
Look.
And when we're going through, you can look and see if you can figure out where the third one is.
So one here and then one on the other side?
Yes.
I love
And then
that.
there's one more in the house if you see it.
We learned so much on this field trip. So first off, Marjorie Rawlings was very inventive and creative. So she lived in this home before there was electricity. And then once there was electricity and she had it installed in the house, it was just hanging light bulbs from the ceiling. And she did not like the lighting, the way that it beamed down. So she took bowls and covered the light bulbs and like hung these bowls over the light bulbs. It was just so creative and cool to me. So in this case, you can see all of her books. So the other thing that we really learned from her was determination. She did not give up. She kept pushing through, and ultimately, you know, she's left a huge legacy. So the other really fun thing that we had learned was Marjorie Rawlings had the first indoor bathroom in the area. And everybody was so excited, and it was a big deal to have an indoor bathroom, that she had a party. And she set up the bathroom. Somebody sent her flowers. And so she put flowers in the toilet, and it was just a showpiece. She also had hors d'oeuvres and drinks at the sink and the bathtub. It was just so cute and whimsy. It just cracked me up. And it's funny, Nathan had a good thought. You know, we were talking about this later. He's like, I wonder if she put those flowers in the toilet so that nobody would actually use the indoor restroom. And they still had to use the outhouse. So we just kind of found that to be pretty funny. But just seeing what home life was like and the area was like, it really, I enjoy field trips like this, and I just think that they are so educational and the kids learn so much. So the first clips that y'all saw was at the wood burning stove. So they showed us how they cooked on the wood burning stove, and when like there's sayings today that we still use, like when we say that something is half baked, it kind of came from that time period, because you would have to turn your pies in the oven because, you know, the fire was on one side. Or if we say that we're going to put something on the back burner, it comes from that time period too. Like if you're going to, you know, let it rest for a little bit, or you don't need to tend to it as much as the stuff on the front burner, you put it on the back burner. The next stop was the Yearling restaurant, and as you can see, the aesthetics were exactly what I had imagined. It was pretty cool. All these books could be purchased. There was a lot to look at. And of course, this taxidermy crocodile alligator, the kids absolutely loved. Such a good field trip. I thoroughly enjoyed it. That is one of my favorite things to do, is to visit historical home sites. The kids enjoy it for a little bit. If they have like the interactive stuff, like where they can play in the water pump and stuff like that, the kids absolutely love that. This was very protected, I'll say, and I'm not meaning that in a rude way at all. Just it was very evident that they cared about the integrity of the home site and the items there, as they should. So there wasn't like any hands-on type stuff for the kids, but we definitely learned a lot. They showed the wood burning stove, and I don't know if y'all happened to notice it. I tried getting a little clip of it. They had Currier and Ives dishes. So they served us the cornbread and green beans and potatoes, and some people got blueberry pie. I was hoping I'd be one of them, but I didn't. And I didn't want, you know, there was a lot of people going through there, so I didn't want to ask because I wanted to make sure everybody got something. But they served it on Currier and Ives dishes, which you know I absolutely love. So very much had a good time. Because of the way that they kept the grounds, it was honestly kind of hard to get footage without, like, I try not to film other people, you know, but they had, you know, somebody from the park at every, you know, every position, which again was totally good, and totally cracked up at the toilet story. You know, it was just neat hearing those little things that they shared with us. So, but we are home. I am about to get ready to leave for my mom's night in at my friend's house. So I've since changed, and I'm literally getting ready to walk out the door. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on this field trip. I hope that y'all are doing well, and we'll see y'all in the next video.